Hello, 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 and welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and today is the live video podcast chat session where we get together with others, we build each other up, and we discuss the energies that are surrounding us here in the beginning of December of 2020. Happy holidays. I'm going to be starting out with a spread that I laid prior to the video. There's a lot of confusion about the way things are going to go in this world, but what has really happened is that we've had a universal shift, right? Things are going to fall away like the old actors and singers that were remembered for many centuries, and now there's going to be the birth of the new. And I've been saying this for a long time. It is the time to create something successful that truly fulfills us, and it's time to uplift and inspire other people. I think there is going to be some form of realization through this COVID process that people are going to be able to move forward with grace, to lift up those who have fallen, and to simplify their life by taking new adventures, thinking about what fulfills them within and not so much outside of ourselves. So hi, Firefly. Thank you so much for coming. I decided to go ahead and start with the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. I laid a circle spread. I brought in then the Gypsy Oracle deck, and then I brought in for spiritual guidance from the Gateway Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. All right. So right off the bat, collectively, we have the Two of Swords. So this is a stalemate energy. This is, I don't know which way to go. I don't know which path is my victorious path. I don't know which adventure I'm supposed to be discovering within myself at this time. And Spirit clarified that with the Service card. So what is it we've always wanted to learn about or do, like we've been talking about? Thank you so much to those of you who have let me know that you started painting, or you started doing some form of art, or you started, doing a sport, or you started writing a book. I mean, these are the things that are going to be remembered now for the children that are just children at this time. I'm not going to go too deep. So spiritual advice right now is for the collective to stand firm, but in a kind way. Stand firm when it comes to your goals and intentions to be of service to others. As soon as we start helping others, as soon as we start discovering our purpose, we can share and give and provide for others. Why? Because when we come out of opposition and indecision, or even stalemate connections with others, we can find something that really fills us up inside. Okay, so we'll move beyond that. Now in the thoughts position for the next couple weeks from today, the collective has the Four of Wands, which is awesome. So a lot of people are thinking about their foundation, thinking about, maybe how they can create something from within their home environment, because that's where businesses are going towards, right? Instead of working under a CEO, we're going to create our own businesses, being a CEO of yarn blankets, and then marketing things via the internet. And these businesses now and ideas now, whatever it is that is good in the eyes of God and will transpire. So keep thinking, what am I developing for myself that I want to celebrate? Most importantly, within myself, because I can't rely on others to celebrate what truly feels so good inside of me. And that's strange, but it's all about our journey, right? We come alone and we die alone. We come here to discover what we were sent to create that really, truly fulfills us, and then interact with other human beings. Hi, Alessandra. Hi, Angela. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Firefly. I enjoy you too. I really enjoy all of you guys for attending as often as you do, and for your personal readings and so on. So we do have someone feeling, or maybe being a little bit stubborn. Anybody kind of just felt stubborn with everything because of what's going on, and I'm just frustrated? So it's easy to stand firm, but remember, this card says, I am noble, brave, and strong. Most importantly, noble. I'm going to come out of opposition, and I'm going to collect things and help others who don't have enough, because I have extra. For some people, is a message from Spirit. So Spirit's really saying, it's time to free our minds from what we were stubborn about, right? I had to have this house. I had to have this, all these nice things with the Four of Wands energies. But Spirit's advice right now in the next couple weeks is for the collective to kind of just go with the flow of how things are transpiring. So as you help others, as you do something you enjoy, as you get those supplies and crafts and you start something new, what's going to happen in relation, with others, but most importantly, within oneself. There's going to be this energy of rising above, of, oh my gosh, what's going on? There's this surprise, right, with the High Priestess, and there's misfortune. COVID right here in a nutshell. And Spirit's advice is what? We need to rise above. Now, there are some stubborn relationships. People are stubborn inside and they're stubborn in their relationships and they're fearing that secrets are being hidden. This is happening for the collective. They're starting to second guess everything around them or people that they're connected with. And again, Spirit's saying, we're going to give you the strength to rise above and see only the beautiful things in life and how you can gracefully flow into the direction of some form of action that you're going to get excited about. No matter what it is, write it down and write down what action steps you're going to take to make this come manifest, because that's going to be a form of meditation. So a lot of people's readings have been about, come up with something like coloring in a coloring book and do that for an hour or two where you shut off the TV and things get quiet. See, Spirit's been trying to, and Mother Nature has been trying to bring us into this state of stillness, because we are so focused on everything outside of ourselves that a lot of people have forgotten who they are, or partnerships have forgotten who they were. And so creatively, Spirit's saying, as you create, in the next 3 weeks, most importantly, with the Five of Swords energies, you're going to be able to, and they wanted me to read direct from this particular book, accept limitations for what they are, but do not be afraid to act. Negative thoughts will block the possibility for you to proceed. So see, people feel defeated because of this shocking information here in the relationship sector, and I feel with the world, but Spirit is saying, let's step into stillness and rise above. Let's help others with the Doctor energy. Hi, Ria. Good to see you too. So we have defeated energy stepping into stillness. So let's use this time in stillness to get back in touch with that inner child. And what did that child like to do? I was thinking about that the other day. When I was like 12, I started cutting out wildlife pictures of magazines, and I had my dad get me some, and I started wanting to raise money to help, but I was too little and nobody would help me. But I should have gone with that idea, and we can do that at any time in our journey as we reflect, but we aren't reflecting on that child within. So in the actions position for the next month, we do have death, right? We have transformation. Like we have that actual click where the universe is saying, time to step towards excitement and fulfillment from within. Time to step into the silence and rise above, to go with the flow and come out of opposition by providing a service, right? Each of us doing and shining within. We are all stars. We are all stars, and we don't need to look at another human being as being a star. We need to realize that we are the star, but we haven't focused on our purpose. Some may say, well, I really wanted to play piano. Well, then go play piano, and you will find that you're awful amazed by some form of reason because of this spiritual transformation that's happening in the actions position. So, of course, you've got to take action. For some of you, it's about coming back together. So in the actions position, healing rifts, because some were so fearful of what could happen because of the misfortune and the negative thinking. So mending bridges, if that's necessary, and there's someone on your mind that you need to just heal and release from, as soon as people heal and release from whatever is toxic, especially, and that's going to be different for everyone, that's when money is going to come in. as we mend, as we heal, as we transform and sit in this stillness and work on something that heals our soul, right? Writing, drawing, painting, doing photography, pottery, poetry. It's going to ground you. It's going to give you that energy of meditation. It's going to help for spirit to more clearly speak to you through your intuition. All right. So emotionally, it's about the big gold coin, right? Not so much about being in our heads anymore. Like instead saying, what is it that I'm working towards in the year of 2021 that I want to make grow and prosper? What is it I've always wanted to market or do or create? For spirit, like I was just talking about, is bringing a beginning for those who've put the effort in, for those who have had to maybe even release another that was toxic, to mend it in a kind way, right? Because karma is a big deal. And then as they bring things to an end and start planning something else, great things show up. And that is like a sign from spirit to say, yes, you are now going in the right direction. So somebody's very financially fulfilled. It's like in the emotional aspects position. Why? Because now we know the adventure we want to embark on in the next 4 to 6 weeks. If you nobly and bravely go with the flow of the universe, lay down energies of maybe stubbornness, worry, fear, misfortune, defeat, unhealthy thinking. Spirit's trying to help us to rise above that by sitting in stillness and embarking on an idea, right? And boom, look at this. With the abundance, with the Ace of Pentacles or coins energies, we have surprise. And I've been seeing this a lot for the collective as well. It just almost is hard to believe the way they keep showing up. So in the subconscious position for the collective, we've got the 10 of discs. Thank you for the thumbs up. So subconsciously, remember, Spirit put the 10 of discs here for those who are listening, those who are creating a new tradition in their life. Like, let's build birdhouses as a family or as a couple, and let's market them for this amount and send them and drop the money through PayPal or whatever. And when we start making enough, let's go and help someone with that money, or let's donate or, join an auction and put what we're creating out there. We need to know what we're creating so we can rise above and then step into something that could go on for many generations. That is a family thing. That is a big thing I feel is growing as well for the collective. It's bringing us back together to share our gifts with one another. And so, see, cherishing oneself is what's so important. The more we cherish ourselves, the more we recognize the star we were meant to be in this world. And then we step into the 10 of Pentacles energies of great financial stability. But see, this is what's blocking the majority of the collective. And this is this thinking too deeply. I feel like about another or others, thinking too deeply about wanting to have money or wanting to have things of the material. This is really a time for the collective to simplify their lives, cherish themselves, rise above and embark on an adventure where they can help another or others, or get clear with themselves about what you were supposed to become here on earth. So look at this, day to day. We have sacrificing, and right above the other two cards, sacrificing opposition, sacrificing defeative energies, the inability to communicate even to oneself what victory means. So hanging upside down, just kind of looking at the world, only focused on the negative and misfortune. But Spirit's saying, we're going to give you the strength to sacrifice. How? As you look deeper, as we look deeper day to day and try different things, the discovery to your soul purpose. Like myself, I didn't know tarot was my thing until I went through oil painting, photography, pottery, poetry. I wrote and illustrated and published a children's book, and then went into essential oils and then tarot. So it's a journey, but the journey is why we're here. And that's an important message. Somebody is aware of this, that I've been down this journey and I'm recognizing something within me. Therefore, I can sacrifice indecision and negative worries. because this communication is coming in. So for a lot of people, it's an unexpected letter that you've been waiting for, communication that you've been waiting for, that's going to be a surprise, and it's going to be a good surprise. For some, it's going to be a win or an inheritance by the 5th or 6th week from now. And for others, it's going to be a new path that flows because you've been putting your time and effort into helping others, or I just keep hearing helping yourself, cherishing yourself. So in the inner strengths position, hello, Andra, happy holidays. We all have the green man. So this is the number 0, right? This is about planning a service, a creative idea, hobby, gift, talent, skill, transforming as I step into stillness and heal from negative thinking, worries, and fears, knowing that as I am embark on a new path, that spirit is going to give me some form of sign that this is indeed a path that I am meant to go towards. There's communication, and it's going to have to do with money for many. So the 0 is about the manifestation, the process of thinking and planning. Like once you take that step and you go into a number 1, then that's when you realize things are starting to grow around me. You know, the grass is growing, the leaves are opening, and so on. So Spirit's giving the collective the strength to take this action. Thank you for the thumbs up. They're saying collectively, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. For I have looked deeper, and there comes the message that Spirit was promising. I didn't need to waste my thoughts when it comes to unexpected surprises and misfortune. For I know that as I cherish myself and move forward nobly and bravely, that I will rise above all of this, and that I will rise above with beauty and grace inside of me. I will give if I have extra. And I will create if I've been discontent, worried, fear, and feeling defeated from life. Now check this out. In a 3-card summary to my left, with the same sacred circle deck, we've got somebody coming forward who has water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Now this, I don't know how much of the collective this is about. This is also people opening their heart in a way where their emotions are controlled. We've all kind of fallen out of control is what I'm hearing, because our emotions were tied to the things outside of us that we could not control. Therefore, we became a little lost. And Spirit's saying collectively, the lesson has gone full circle. Collectively, as we create a new story in this time and step into the portal of a new beginning, there will be a path of peace, joy, and happiness. And you guys could be the leader of that path. You know, you could guide other people. We can abandon, it says, the last chapter, and find as we rest and change spiritually, we can step into a new path and make new wishes come true. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we have the shaman energy. So these are those people that are sitting down and are getting the supplies and are practicing a craft or watching a YouTube channel and whatever it is you want to manifest, praying to Spirit to assist you with the manifestation of your skills, what you are creating day to day, what you are praying for long term. Look at that. See, those who are overthinking and worrying about money with the 5 of discs, that's what is holding you back. That's what Spirit's saying to get rid of. Is negative thinking is a huge deal, right? If we're feeling like we don't have enough, we almost somehow send off a negative energy. It darkens our aura and it prevents the money from coming in, right? When you want something really bad, it kind of goes away from you. But when you go within and you focus on what fulfills you, and it's good in the eyes of God, right? Then your light starts to shine, and boom, Spirit offers a gift from the universe in the form of the Ace of Wands. A passionate and exciting new beginning wand, sometimes representing family, home, business, having to do with these skills and the manifestation of success. Someone here is going to discover that something has a lot of potential. Be careful, because I just saw the underworld energy. So as you're focusing on what has potential, or people see that what you're creating has potential, there are going to be people that are jealous, that may want to interfere, but they can't. And the advice is just to ground yourself. You are manifesting with your skills, and as you do in the next month or two, or maybe throughout this year, we'll have to do the yearly reading here pretty soon. People are going to be able to come out of, well, isn't that ironic? Diplomacy. Arguing with other people, deciding instead to go away from the argument and move into the direction of something greater. Freeing ourselves, knowing that the wheel of fortune, if we all focus on positive karma and positive goals and intentions, wouldn't it be a wonderful world, right? If we could come together with others and say, what's your soul purpose? What are you working towards? What have you been practicing? Oh, do you have that on a channel? I'd love to see your stuff. With 8 billion people in this world, we can all let our light shine and not feel unimportant because we're not this famous singer, which has been an issue. So communication, delusion, reflection. If you're reflecting on money, I just saw, make sure that you apply dedication. And those who do, you will receive communication regarding money or things of the material. And there's going to be a very passionate and exciting realization that as you lay down, or for some, disconnect from someone or something toxic, then you can move into the direction of a new adventure. Diplomacy and the Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that interesting? All right. So does anybody have a question you'd like answered? For those of you whom are new, I don't know if there is anyone in here new. I love my peeps. It is only during the live video podcast where I offer a 1-question reading for a minimum of a $10 donation. Just click on the box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and a question or concern by which you would like me to do your reading for. Translate those messages for. Ria. Oh, thank you. Oh, blessings to you and yours as well. Stay healthy and strong. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and how do I want to do this? I might just go through my notes. So in November for Aries 2259. New path. Will I move forward with another person? Will I not? What action steps should I take? And when is the change? When is the end? When will there be a new beginning? November was a month in the very beginning for Aries to forgive, to find more emotional balance for some reason, and to continue when it comes to money, to dedicate yourself to financial security. So I'm just going to bring in an overall energy message for Aries to confirm those energies, those messages, those titles for the general readings in November. Did I have a card jump? It did. Okay, it landed all the way up there. The Ace of Action. Here we go. This cherub is heralding a wonderful time of new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or the pursuing of your dreams. This is a card of action. And if you've been procrastinating, it is time to really get busy. Oh my gosh. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. Cherish yourself. Okay, so that was for Aries. Have confidence. If you are dedicating yourself, you will move yourself into the direction of financial security if you have not noticed as of yet. I should have gotten the December titles. Anyway, Taurus. 2447. Thinking about a new path, definitely thinking about a foundation, where that foundation may be, moving into a new direction, trying to learn. So November for Taurus was about a spiritual awakening. I think some Tauruses are getting it. They're learning from their mistakes and others have not. Taurus, there is a big message from Spirit that our job here on earth is to only give love and peace, even if other people are not behaving correctly. You know, we're all experiencing our journey in our own way. You are being guided to give goodness and kindness. So anytime you haven't been giving goodness and kindness to others, you know, sit and find some time to meditate on maybe why that was and how you can change something within you, because there are dreams within you, Taurus, that Spirit keeps saying they want you to discover. It's time to move forward. And for you, if you can stand firm, maybe with your boundaries to yourself. Some of you, if you will start to recognize that you can rise above where you were. Cherish yourself and miracles can happen. So I'm going to ask for an overall energy. For the first half of December of 2020. For Taurus, please. Hi, Crazy Horse. Oh my gosh. Ace of Action. Again, that is so weird. And I shuffled them really good. Okay, so again, for the collective, it's time for a wonderful new beginning. Have you guys been working on new ideas? Let's go ahead and move into Gemini and see if we end up with the same card. So Geminis at 2703. I saw 3, 4, 5, things moving forward. The title of November were Gemini, forgiveness brings healing. Okay. So if there are any icky feelings still around you, memories, thoughts, aggression, worry, fear, anger, whatever that is, it's time to forgive, because then you can let it go completely, right? We're heading in a new direction. We need to, you're being guided to make changes that match your heart's desire. What you love, who you love, make the changes to go towards love. And forgive those whom are not learning from their mistakes. So let's bring in a card for Gemini. Please clarify and close for Gemini with a message regarding the energy surrounding Gemini during the first half of December of 2020. A happy change. So with the number 10, I'm thinking about a new path. I'm planning a new path. I'm building this new path. So some are making changes and they're going towards their heart's desire. Gemini, the card says the angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of a bunch of activity, but be confident and trust in the guidance that Spirit is trying to bring you or guide you with. There's new family, there are new things, and the old things can fall away. New happiness wants to come in. So we need to forgive. Layla, hello, and thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. All right. Go ahead and provide me with your horoscope sign and your question. I'll quick go over Cancer's titles for November. Cancer, 2933. New path. Maybe that already happened. Spirit is really surrounding Cancers at this time, trying to bring them some balance and clarity. Creativity is what's going to bring balance and clarity. Trust in your ability to make excellent choices. So I feel like this Cancer is kind of being guided to, focus on what really fulfills you day to day. And when someone comes along, know that you have risen above where you used to be, and you can now clearly communicate what you need to say. Maybe you weren't as strong in the past as you feel today. All right. Overall energy surrounding this Cancer during this general reading during the first half of December. Ace of Emotion. I'm not kidding about these new beginnings. This is amazing. This cherub for Cancer is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone who makes your heart flutter, or a current relationship will experience a reawakening. It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. Your ability to make clear decisions with an open heart. Ooh. Somebody might be moving forward with another. And then I see the Four of Abundance, but there may be an inability to open up all the way. So that's where we get back into that balance. We find some time alone so that we can slowly make a decision, right? All right. Layla. Hi. Leo. I love you too. Do you have a question you want me to answer, Layla? Leos. The month of November, first half title was Self-Mastery Leads to Balance. Maybe balance in love. Maybe there was a little bit of that passionate Leo stuff going on, and there needed to be better communication, or as you're kind of mastering oneself, however that means to you, Leos, wonderful news is on its way. I feel like wonderful communication is on its way. For some, I feel Leos may just be a little bit stubborn about the development of a solid foundation somewhere, because we have to wait until the spring. So we have go with the flow. Let the flow of the universe guide you through this journey. Rise above, and as you cherish yourself and step into the stillness, you'll have a little bit of time to look deeper, to mend from whatever frustrations you had, to know that eventually you're going to take this action and step into a new adventure. Crazy Horse. Need to plan family reunion. My husband isn't sure if he wants to help. Should I let him skate? Or do we need to do this together? All right. So Crazy Horse, I can check your cards. All you have to do is click on the little $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and provide me maybe with your and your husband's horoscope sign, sun sign. Leo, interview coming up next week. It is so crazy because I am talking to people in Zoom right now, and they are quitting old jobs, getting new jobs, starting new contracts, starting things regarding their own businesses. And all of these interviews and things are just starting to flow this week. No matter what's going on outside of us, we are rising above. And a lot of us are going to recognize that even though that was happening, this misfortune of COVID, we still cherished ourselves enough to manifest something good because we felt it. And I'm feeling that through other people quite a bit. Okay, so I just want to close with Leo, overall energy for Leo, and then we will do Layla's reading. And we had a card jump. Messenger of Thought, Leo. During the first half of December of 2020, a new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. So I've been telling Leos, make sure you come up with something you really enjoy doing, making little Christmas presents, decorating, whatever it is. There's so much to learn before you are going to really feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. So review all documents carefully. So yeah, we got a win-win situation. So somebody's over worrying how something's going to transpire, and that will cause a blockage. So for spiritual advice, a personal reading would then help me to get spirit to kind of guide you through this. And also just trust that if you're worried about how something's going to transpire, worry is a waste of time. Ask spirit to take it off your shoulders and to bless you with the ability to go with the flow until this adventure opens up, knowing that spirit will then give you the strength to take the action you need to step into what you've been building. There are some changes for a lot of people that are going to kind of be like a bouncy beginning. And that's just because the universe is kind of shifting things to work out when the time is right. All right. So Leo interview. Let's go ahead. We were just talking Leo, bringing on communication. So if you over worry or think that negatively, you will block that from transpiring. So the advice for you as well is to go with the flow. But let's go ahead and look at the Psychic Oracle deck, if I can get it here, by John Holland. For Layla, please. I get to go see my Layla tomorrow, my little granddaughter. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Layla with clearly defined messages regarding the interview and a new place soon. Okay, did I feel a card jump? I don't know why I keep feeling that. They're like jumping all over the darn place. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm going to set this way. What did I just say? This is exactly what I was just talking about. So in the next week, you may be feeling like you're running into obstacles and challenges here and there. But number 5 is a moment to just kind of rest before things get going. You may be unsure as to what action step to take with the number 5 energy, but Spirit is saying, even when we're sitting in opposition, continue to be noble, brave, and strong. Obstacles and challenges happen sometimes because there's something that needs to be figured out or changed before your path will flow beautifully. So you get held up on purpose. And it's no big deal. I just see it for the next week. Yeah. In the next week and a half or 2, boom, your light is shining. You're giving off a bright, beautiful aura. You're recognizing the development of a foundation here. And in the relationship sector, just like I said, there's a firm foundation, maybe by the 4th. No. Is your interview? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Donna, for the donation. Hold on a second. Next week. Yeah, so in the next week and a half or 2. Gosh, I just feel like tomorrow you could even get a call. And it's like a surprise from the universe, and you were fearing misfortune, but all of a sudden you do rise above emotionally. Let's see. Oh, okay. And the number 3. So in the position, I would normally say creatively for the next 2 to 3, I'm going to say 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 weeks tops, you are going to be manifesting a lot of attention, recognition, and reward. With the number 3, Spirit is helping you to, and look at this, there'll be an offer or opportunity that heals you and recognition and reward because of your efforts. By the 4th week from now, we have the number 1. You are creating a new journey, or a new journey is pouring out before you. Love, happiness, and joy begins to flow in your life once again, because many are creating in the actions position collectively money in the next 4 weeks. So in the hopes and fears position, we have rest and rejuvenation. There's going to be a surprise offer that's going to come. And I just feel like Spirit's saying, you may come into a couple obstacles or you're getting in your own way, but continue to let your light shine, meaning happy thoughts, Again, focus on something that will ground you. If you are bored or discontent in any way, find a way to meditate, exercise, kind of like planning. I'm planning to step into this new journey where my life begins to flow beautifully and there is money. So emotionally, it's about just finding the ability to sit in this moment and give thanks to this moment before the new chapter begins. Here we have the number 3 jumping out at me again in the subconscious position. So we've got partnerships and alliances. Not overthinking, but instead cherishing, accepting, and loving yourself, knowing that Spirit is going to bring a traditional long-term situation. So when we look at the day-to-day aspects position, yeah, an offer or opportunity is going to come your way. And I almost feel like you're going to have to sacrifice a connection, circumstance, situation with someone who is envious of your success. Maybe that's where these obstacles or challenges, maybe you're leaving a situation behind and you just can't wait to get beyond these obstacles. Now, in your inner strengths position, Spirit's giving you the strength to put together a material harvest, like I said, and then rest and wait emotionally. Ground yourself. If you are thinking negatively, do something you enjoy day to day to get your mind off of that. For eventually, you are going to receive attention, recognition, and a new beginning. New partnerships, new alliances, and a firm foundation. So Spirit's giving you the strength to hang in there with the number 9. See, one path is ending, and now it's time to put together what is going to be next. Thinking with the green man energy collectively about the planning of when you're going to take action. Not if, but when. And then you, like the collective, are going to be looking back saying, I did this. I manifested this communication. I can now let things flow in my life and start to feel love and joy once again. Now, I don't see a change in home, but this is just for like the next month. So I'm feeling it's more about you getting situated, of course, before you make changes in the area of home. Hold on one second. I'm going to yank these cards back out. So I'm going to close with an overall message for Layla by using the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue, or Guardian Angel deck, I'm sorry. Come on. Closing message for Layla, overall energy for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Intuition and insight. Your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now. So you can trust that your guidance is going to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others. Maybe that's who that other person was. And don't allow fear or worry to guide your way. It may be best to keep these secrets to yourself for now. Ooh, that was a cool message. All right. So let's go down here a little ways to Donna. Donna says hello to everyone and me. Crazy horse. Spirit just gave me a big not right now, maybe next time. That's okay. Huh, look it. I was thinking of you when I did that and it said letting go. Let it go. No big deal. All right. I'm going to take this and put it over here. All right. So Donna, message from Spirit, please. All right. I think for Donna, I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. And lay a circle spread. Music. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Donna with clearly defined messages from Spirit to Donna, representing the energy surrounding Donna in the next 2 to 4 weeks. So they're telling you, Donna, that right now you are meant to be a light in the eyes of others. If there's any opposition around you or within you, it is now time to move forward and go with the flow of the universe. Overcoming obstacles. Yeah, so this is you becoming a leader in the next week or two. And we have you overcoming whatever obstacles. So that's also about positive thinking. It is a time to develop new things, to let go of old stubborn energies, be it ourselves or another, and to go with the flow of the universe so we can overcome and now manifest stability in our lives once again. And that's what they're saying to you. You could very well be the leader of something at this time. And you can overcome situations if maybe even indecision, if you don't know how you're supposed to lead in your life. In relation to another or others, we have taking shelter. So rising above this shocking discontent that we are experiencing in the collective energy, and knowing that the energies, the answers are within you when it comes to another or others. Because you asked, I'm hearing Spirit saying you could lead others to overcome by going to a shelter, by figuring out the answers that you need in order to help another or others. Oh, so in the creative aspects position for the next 3 weeks, Spirit's advice is the unknown territory card. You are where you're meant to be. Step into silence. Think about how you can help others as you move into unknown territory. Ooh. For through these action steps, by the 4th to the 6th week from now, you have the great adventure energy. So the collective had the adventure in their emotional aspects position, but you have it in your actions position. Mending bridges, helping others. Maybe even with a money card, some form of obtaining money so you can donate it to help others in some way. Take a risk and venture forward into unknown territory. The answers are within you when it comes to others. You are a beacon. You are meant to be a leader in the eyes of others. And no matter what you run into, go with the flow of the universe as you develop something new, because you can overcome anyone or anything that gets in your way. Emotionally, by the 5th or 6th week from now, you have solitude. I have embarked on an adventure. I have collected the information I need to help these people. I am going to step into unknown territory and do something where I can emotionally ground myself. So this is about taking an adventure to help others, again, maybe at a shelter or however that may apply. And then also embark on an adventure of solitude, getting back in touch with the self. You know, what is it you've always enjoyed doing, learning about? For now would be a really good time to just kind of ground yourself doing that. Where's my other card? Okay, here we go. So in the subconscious position, we have stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. All you have to do is cherish yourself and know that you could create a tradition, a donation, an organization, a situation that will go on for the long term. Be the leader and step into your power, for the answers will be found within as you connect with others. You will be able to overcome any obstacles that are in your thoughts position as you step into unknown territory. What does a great adventure look like to you, where you can help others heal, even if it's emotionally or psychologically? So in the day-to-day aspects position, you're on the voyage of the heart. So look deep and figure out how, or research deep and go deep and get the information you need to allow this love to flow through you, through your actions day to day. For in your inner strengths position, you have an impasse. direct and reflect your energy. At some point, you're going to receive some form of communication or paperwork that you've been waiting for. It may take until mid-January of 2021, but it'll come, and you will then be able to take action and step beyond. You switch your attention into a new direction. So it could be that you help someone and then you go and you start creating something at home and then you start doing something different, or you continue to do both. That's going to be clearly just up to you. So let's see what Spirit has to say to close with using the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, you guys. So to close with, what are the energies that will be surrounding Donna on into and through the next 2 to 4 weeks? Okay, the Guardian of Action. So see, Spirit is walking with you. Wow. So the card says it's time for you to step up and be the leader. Are you kidding me? We have the leader in the center of the spread. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action at this time. This is your moment in the sun. So move into the light and shine for all to see. This card is about a person who's charismatic, inspiring, and enjoys a challenge. Not only that, they love the spotlight. So either that's you coming into the spotlight or you connecting with someone and both of you or this other person is in the spotlight. It's a time of success for you with the Guardian of Abundance right behind you. So Spirit's guiding you to take action and guiding you to create abundance, however that applies. And then we have thoughts, Guardian of Thought. You got at least 3-4 guardians around you. That's amazing. So you've got quite a journey ahead. Thank you, Donna. Office manager with children and family. Okay, so I was talking earlier about how this is a time for us to create like family business or a spousal business, you know, doing something where everybody can put a little effort in, no matter what it is, even if it's just being kind. And that's going to bring us closer to each other. And that's just collectively, you know, we're getting over the mountain. We're recognizing that unexpectedly we had misfortune, but that we can rise above together. For some, we can rise above a situation where there's a toxic connection, and some are going to have to walk away. But of course, we're being guided to do so in a way where you can kind of heal and mend a situation and then walk away, or heal and mend a situation and maybe you won't have to walk away for some people. Okay. Firefly, thank you so much for the donation. Whoop, whoop. What does Spirit have to say to me? Okay, for you, I'm going to use the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron Reed. So tell me a little bit about Firefly. What is Spirit's advice for Firefly during the next 2 to 4 weeks? I just saw the Wheel of Fortune and communication, passionate communication, exciting communication. What is it you are excited about? Creatively, financially, you know, starting with something small. I kid you not. I know a guy who used Crayola crayons and went from just coloring in a coloring book to making what looked like oil paintings. And he's phenomenal. And his drawings, whatever they are, they sell for a lot of money. And now he can enjoy what he's doing day to day and, you know, help to raise money for others, or, you know, however, once you know your gift, then you are in the ultimate path of peace, joy, and happiness. You can rise above opposition or stalemate situations with an open heart, with a kind heart. Negative thinking needs to go. I think that's why COVID and certain things happen when the energy of the collective becomes so negative, we get shook and then have to sit in stillness for a little bit. All right, so Firefly, here we go. Circle spread, please, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels. Well, here you are, rather indecisive, right, with the Two of Air energies. What does victory mean to you? What is it that you've always wanted to learn about or do? Pretty much what I was saying. Yeah, there's indecision about your truth or what victory means or who you were meant to be. Now, the discovery of one's soul purpose can take many months, many years, many lifetimes. It's about getting out there and trying an idea or two. When you try it and it doesn't feel like something you're interested in the long term, then you move on to the next until you discover your purpose. And you'll know because you'll enjoy doing it to the point of where it completely fulfills you, right? We don't need another human being on this world, on this earth, to fulfill our path, because our path is what we walk alone. So we need to be standing on a solid foundation, enjoying our life in order to draw the right partners, connections, circumstances, and situations. So Firefly, in the thoughts position, we have the Two of Fire. What am I passionate about in the area of creativity, finance, or career? For in the relationship sector, I'm feeling rather unfulfilled. Therefore, Spirit is nudging you to say, walk away from what no longer fulfills you and write down. These are the two first things I'm going to get some supplies and practice: writing, drawing, painting, photography, pottery, poetry, singing, dancing. You know, there's free software. You could practice singing, playing music. You know, this is a journey Spirit's really nudging you to do. Because of this process in your creative aspects position is bringing you the wisdom of the owl. So you're going to start to feel like the Queen of Air. You're going to start to feel like you know what you're working on or towards. You're feeling very balanced to the point where you are strong enough to speak your truth about your boundaries. You can step into silence and do something that grounds you, that will replace negative thinking with positivity and enthusiasm, just by creating something, even if it's just a drawing. You know, it's a form of meditation. So in your actions position, in the next 4 weeks, we have a lot of fantasy and illusion here. So Spirit's saying, now's the time to let go again of who and or what no longer fulfills you in any way, and to do so in a way where you can heal a rift and mend a connection. Put that passionate energy and creativity into standing firm in what you're going to create with yourself day to day. So they're saying, apply yourself to that hour or two each evening. Whenever you're watching TV, shut off the TV, light a candle, play soft music, and write, draw, paint, and so on until you figure out this adventure that Spirit's trying to guide you towards since you were born, basically. So you've got this major transformation happening emotionally if you follow Spirit's advice. It could be that by the 13th of December, that you try something new, or you decide on a product you've always wanted to market or learn about. This could be creating something and then selling what you're making online. You're going to start to feel this transformation of, as I have created these things, as I've worked on these ideas, I no longer am being held back in the area of emotion, but I'm putting my emotion into what fulfills me, what brings me excitement. Therefore, by the next month and a half or so, I'm going to start to recognize the 10 of water in my life, complete peace, joy, and happiness. Why? Because I cherish myself, because I accept and I love myself. And I know that each of us are a star, and that the result of our efforts not only brings financial stability, but it brings great happiness and contentment. The only thing that is getting in the collective's way is overthinking that someone else can come give, provide, care for, or whatever. This is a time for us to discover from within us the star that we are. And they're saying it's time for you to start with an idea or two to see if those are the ones that make you feel excited, enthusiastic. For at some point, even if it takes till the 13th of January of 2021, you're going to kind of surprise yourself, and that you're going to feel that aha moment transformation of, I now know what I'm working towards. So day to day, you've got the 3 of Earth. This is involving, like, once you manifest something, you work hard at something, then you put it out on Etsy, Amazon, Facebook, whatever it is. And as you connect with others, you start to heal, because I think people are going to want to pay for what you're marketing, and or you're receiving positive feedback. So Spirit's giving you the strength to keep moving forward with the 3 of Fire or Wands energies. This is about working towards creativity, finance, career, doing something we really enjoy, putting the time and effort in until our ship comes in. So you may be connecting with someone around, I'm getting 3, 3, 2, 2. Communication with someone around the 3rd of January, where you recognize where you want to go with your ideas. You could create money. You can definitely create a way to come out of any sort of fantasy or illusion. Yeah, it's time to take action, just like the collective. So let me close with, well, I'm going to do a 3-card spread first. Look at that. You have the ability to manifest, especially in the next couple weeks, to work on an idea, a new path, a new direction, to try new things. For Spirit is here helping you to make a wish come true. So remain very helpful with the understanding that you could step into a leadership position of your own. You could own your own business, sell your own stuff, make a simple process out of it, and create a small income on the side. But this is about you growing into a stable, secure energy. Now, I don't know if you're dealing with an older Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, could be regarding business or family, maybe even a friend, but we do have the 3 of Sword energy. So we have a little bit of heartache here. Maybe that's where the indecision is. And if so, be careful what you wish for, because you could be dealing with a magician. And that's why I think Spirit's saying focus on what really truly fulfills you, because Spirit wants to give you this Ace of Fire. Ace of Wands is a gift from the universe to turn an enthusiastic idea into an exciting new direction that will grow and prosper. And you'll grow with it, is what I'm hearing. And with the Moon energy, even though you may be a little bit confused or worried, eventually your wishes are going to come true. So you could market something, sell something, and as you come together with others, they're going to be more than happy to do business with you. Here you are in the leadership position. Justice turning in your favor, so you can leave troubled waters behind, old worries and concerns. It's like as you are transforming, I feel like someone's going to come towards you with energies of love. Now, that could just be someone supporting you and respecting your efforts. Conflicted about communication, listening to your intuition. Something comes, a new path opens. Yeah, it's time for you to manifest. Have you worked on creating anything, even if it's like music? What I did when I had a hard time and was a single mom with my daughter, I created those Christmas wreaths and I decorated them with stuff, and I gave those out as presents, and those other things like bows or bows or whatever, I made those, and I ended up finding out I was really good at that. So I know if I wanted to ever go back and do that I know how to get the supplies, and as you work on something, you're going to recognize that childish inner funness that you haven't maybe felt in a long time, because we have a purpose, we have a direction. And without that, that's when we fall into sadness and depression. That's right. You're welcome, Donna. Philanthropy. That's a big word. All right, let's go ahead and look at, if anybody has any questions, let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to just look over at, let's see, we did Leo, Libra. So in November, we had 2 titles for first and second half of November 2020. We had peaceful times are on the horizon. I know there were some Libras that were a little worried about things personally, family-wise, money-wise. Hold on a second. I missed Virgo. I'm going to keep going with Libra. Libra says you are manifesting your life's purpose. Peaceful times are on the horizon. Like I said, somebody was looking for something to do, something to work on or towards. They went, they got something that was fulfilling, and now they're feeling more peaceful. If you are a Leo who's been, working on your life's purpose, maybe just a job, it's going to be coming and it's going to bring you peaceful energy if it hasn't already. I feel like a lot have, because of course that was November. So let's check Libra's energies for the first half of December of 2020 with the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So overall energy message, please, for this Libra. Thank you guys for the thumbs up so much. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Libra. What are the overall energies? Okay. 10 of Abundance. All is good in the hood with money. So not only money, I want to make sure we realize as well that we've got a masculine here with 3 kids. That could be Spirit just acknowledging for someone out there that this is your message. The card says, heaven has provided so many blessings, exclamation mark. Your family members are bonded and are working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will someday come along. You have taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very, very proud. Some Libras feel like they're not moving forward, but Spirit's saying remain open to success. Stop being so hard on yourself. Peaceful times are on the horizon. Eventually, everything is going to become clear to you, and you can lay down the battle of whatever was causing you a little anxiety. Okay, Libra. Now, Virgos. In, let's see, 10713. Okay, Spirit is really trying to guide this Virgo into a new path, but I feel like there's indecision here. In November, we have finding peace via unconditional love. So maybe there were some Virgos who had very conditional love. Things have to be handled this way. Maybe they were trying to control, or this is you, Virgo, trying to control a connection, circumstance, situation. But as you find peace with an open heart and trust that Spirit will help things to transpire in the highest, best way, success is expanding in your life. So some of you have recognized this at the end of November. Other Virgos, you will be realizing this during the first half of December. So first half of December, for clarification, the energies for whichever Virgo I'm reading for during this general reading. 8 of Action, very common card lately. There's so much going on right now, and it may feel overwhelming, and yet it's wonderful, so wonderful to be doing the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. And for some of you, if you're being asked to travel, do so with confidence. I know it isn't a good time to travel, though I know some people have to. It's time to go within, Virgo. You are not restricted by your circumstances. What you are praying for is what Spirit wants to bring. So what happy change are you praying to Spirit for? Remain open to success. Stop being so hard on yourself. Things will become more clear. Okay. So, right, a lot going on. Okay. Yeah, family circles. All right. Yeah. All right. Does anyone have a one question reading you'd like? Or we're going to go ahead and jump into now Scorpio. Thank you for your donations. Thank you so, so very much, you guys. You are my angels. Sagittarius, please. So we have in November, first half of November was about finding clarity regarding love, self-mastery, and peace. So there were some uncomfortable energies in the arena of love for Sagittarius, whichever Sagittarius I'm talking about. And there was a process of self-mastery. There was some discontentment, some uncomfortable energy because of change, right? The universal changes. But Spirit's really been helping for Sagittarius to come back to center and to find peace and contentment with what is right now in life. For things are going to turn out beautifully, especially for the Sagittarius who masters something within themselves where they actually can start to give love and feel peace. So in the first half of December of 2020, using the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue, what is the overall energy going to be about, or what is the spiritual advice you'd like to offer the Sagittarius? Go within, go figure. So Sag, you are a very intuitive person, and there are so many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer, right? It is time to step into the majesty of silence, to look deeper than maybe where this Sagittarius was before. There's no need to take action right now in the first half of December. Just be patient with yourself, because nobody's rushing the Sag but themselves is what I'm feeling. Now, we do have the 10 of abundance. So if you've been waiting for a change, maybe involving a situation that has 3 children, heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and are working together. So family will come back together if that's what you've been worrying about. The healer of action will guide your action steps, Sag, into a beautiful direction, as long as we walk in the highest, best good, not only of ourselves, but also in the lives of those whom by which we are connected to, our soulmates, our family, our friends, our spouse, our people. Okay? All right, so we have Capricorn, 11205. Thank you for the thumbs up. So we have Capricorn in November, and inner strength came into Capricorns and helped for them to communicate confidently, to communicate their truth. There was, or maybe there still may be, spiritual messages coming to this Capricorn. It's almost like an inner strength and a spiritual message. I feel like as you have the strength or had the strength to communicate your truth with someone, you realized that you can now go away from obstacles. I feel like Capricorn didn't recognize what the obstacles were, even though they were like looking at someone straight in the face. They didn't have the strength to speak their truth. But when you do, there's a spiritual realization that this is an obstacle, why you would even have to work yourself up to communicate to someone. All you need to do is identify the obstacles and then, of course, go away from toxic people, because we want to start a new path with fresh, upbeat energy. So I want to just clarify for this Capricorn, what are the spiritual messages and or guidance and energy that will be surrounding Messenger of Emotion? It's the beginning of a new emotional experience that will grow into something better. So I do feel this is what I got. I got it very clearly. Someone doesn't want to be with the one they're with because they haven't let go of someone who needs to be told the truth and walked away from. There's a lot of fantasy and illusion collectively. It's time to mend bridges, heal a rift, and do so in a kind way so that you can transform into new beginnings, new adventures, exciting new things. That energy of another is blocking this person from moving, Capricorn from moving into joy. obstacles. And it's almost like some put those obstacles in their own way. And that's the message in general, is now you can go around them because you spoke your truth and you got it, you said it, and now you can move forward because you have the truth. Beautiful, Capricorn. All right, so Aquarius. Do we have any Aquariuses in the house? Whoop, whoop. All right, Aquarius. In November, we have the title of the first half of November about you have mastered a healing soul. So I was confused as like, are you healing in your own soul, Aquarius, or are you helping another soul to heal? At one point, you thought things were healing in some way, Aquarius, and you were wanting to follow your heart into a new direction. So there was a lot of disruption in the past. Now, in the second half of November, we have leaving an unfulfilling, complicated situation behind. So I do feel like there has been Aquariuses that have given and given and given and given, and it's time, or they want to move forward. Spirit's saying go with the flow. Focus on changes in the area of home, family, or business. And know that you will rise above misfortune in relationships of the past. Some, I'm feeling, Aquariuses, you may be letting go of another air sign like yourself, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or you're just needing to take a minute to think, to look deeply, because at some point, someone's going to have to sacrifice a connection in order to move into a new direction, be it business or personal. So, Spirit, what are the energies available and or that will be surrounding this Aquarius during the first half of December of 2020? Go within. So see, if you're not starting a new path, you are being guided to go within and figure out that path, right? There are bridges that need to be mended because we cannot move forward. As soon as people go through this transformation and start to get excited about a new adventure, a new direction, which is what a lot of people are going to be thinking in the beginning, maybe the first half of January of 2021, thank goodness. People are going to be able to eventually take action and follow through with the plans or the preparation of what they've been working towards. So Aquarius, you are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie inside of you. So it's time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. See, the healer of action is helping you to heal and then to take action, to go within and wait. Like, get clear about your insights of all that has transpired. We do have a parent here with a child that I was guided to mention. Aquarius, this is a time where you can do whatever you set your mind to. As long as your heart is open, you're being asked to do many things at once, and you won't mind as long as you know that you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, fun, and or. These are the energies you will start to take on once again. And then I see an organization. Some Aquariuses are indecisive about what action steps to take or who to, come into connection with a building or organization, or to have the strength to create one's own building, organization, business. Things are going to start to move very quickly once this Aquarius gets beyond what's been holding them back. Your creativity and the ability to mend and heal rifts. Once you go through that transformation, things are going to take off very quickly. So whatever you put your time and effort into, whatever it is that's important to you, Aquarius, know that you'll rise above what has been here. I didn't put these ones away, but I keep looking at this 8 of water, walking away from what no longer serves you in the area of your emotions, in the area of relationships, going instead towards a happily ever after. Indecisive, but stalemate connection situations, those are going to dissipate. And then there's going to be forward movement one way or another. So there's an Aquarius that's thinking about moving into a new path, but they haven't quite taken action. Maybe because they have so many other things going on. But eventually know that you will, Aquarius, be able to leave a difficult situation behind. Donating some coats and some clothes. Amen. Thank you, Firefly. Beautiful. All right, so Pisces, in November, we have your life's purpose brings balance and peacefulness. So we did have some really uncomfortable Pisces energies to the point where Pisces was questioning everything, themselves, others, and etc. So as Pisces has been guided, those who've been working on figuring out, was my purpose to do this, that, whatever, that's what's bringing them back to being grounded, balanced. So eventually here, if they haven't by the end of November of 2020 recognized a divine plan, Pisces, there's one coming. And I wish I could remember what the title was for December. Regardless, let's go ahead and close for this Pisces energy. What are the energies that will be surrounding Pisces and will be available for Pisces to work with on into and through the first half of December of 2020? Open your heart, Pisces. That's been a hard one for many because of the past. Oh, look at how beautiful. Number 6, recognizing success in relationships, recognizing success when it comes to your beautiful surroundings, your life, your family. Open your heart to a commitment that maybe you've been afraid of, Pisces. The card says, allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices, Pisces, by listening to your heart and then following the steps that you are guided by Spirit to take. Joy will lead you into a vibrant and healthy life. So if there are Pisces still who are dealing with a little bit of heartache, indecision, the helper of thought is on their way to help you. The helper of communication. Life is about to start moving very fast, Pisces, as you open your heart. That's what this transformation is for you. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get moving. Review the details as best you can and know that you will meet or are someone who's very quick-minded who instantly grasps what to do. 2 of abundance. Things out of balance, lots of things going on. Stop being hard on yourself, for we have the 10 of emotion. Life is going to bless you with a loving family. So I have a Pisces that was feeling like they couldn't cherish themselves enough to come into a loving family again after the difficulties of the past, but they have learned in the area of relationships and they have risen above. Others, we got to learn from our mistakes and then heal rifts in a kind way and then move forward passionately towards what we can manifest now. So many blessings to my Pisces. Genevieve, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. All right. What does Spirit have to say? All right. So let's see what I'm guided to for you. Get rid of that gum. Drink my coffee. All right, I'm going to put away the good tarot deck that I had laying on this spread. Happily ever after. Go with the flow. Make a decision and transform. Let go emotionally of the things that have caused misfortune. Rise above defeat. Step into stillness. Apply your imagination and creativity. Mend old bridges and transform, because something new is coming. And some are going to have to just get ready for it as soon as it shows up. It's like nothing was happening for the longest time. And then what happened? We came out with diplomatically after difficulty. And now the Wheel of Fortune can move forward. It's all about our thinking, our thoughts, right? Positive or negative. All right. So for Genevieve, I am being guided to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Genevieve with clearly defined messages regarding Genevieve's life path and spiritual guidance for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay. So they're saying remain poised. You have created a solid foundation for yourself. It is now time to give thanks to Spirit for all that you have learned. In the thoughts position for the next couple weeks, Spirit saying really reminisce on the past, all that you have learned, all that you have accomplished, and sit in the here and now and slowly but surely take what you've learned in the past and now create something from that. This is interesting. This is almost like writing a book is what I'm feeling. This is what happened in the past. Maybe even researching something historical and how we've come to this point in the here and now and how to move forward from here and how people hopefully maintained composure where there has been stagnancy. Sit in the here and now and remain poised in the next couple of weeks. In the relationship sector, you have the why energy. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? I don't know if there were secrets and that's what caused misfortune, or you're just trying to think of why did this have to happen, the misfortune of COVID. Regardless, Spirit is nudging you with this book energy to research the previous chapters of your life, most importantly, the difficult ones. How did you conquer and get beyond those difficulties? How did you rise above in the relationship sector? How will you now create a chapter where you move forward with beauty and grace, being the star that you are? For in the creative aspects position for the next 3 weeks. Thank you, Joy. We've got observation. So it is time to step into stillness, to think about what it is that heals you, what it is that grounds you, what it is that you like to do with everything shut off and a candle and soft music where you can just sit and learn. Watch maybe somebody do something and try it. Take what you're good at and teach it. But sit and observe quietly in the here and now, knowing that Spirit is bringing people back together after chaos and conflict. So in your actions position, again, this may be time to say, I researched how other epidemics affected society, or I just feel like there's something, it's time to research something that really interests you. And even if it's like taking an analogy of that and doing like a children's book or painting something that reflects the chaos and conflict, it's time to step into stillness and to observe what really puts you in this poised energy. After all that has happened, I can now move forward. And it is going to be in 2021 and into the long-term future, the people who conquered and created when COVID and misfortune came along, who pushed beyond the outside circumstances and went within. So emotionally, by the next 4 to 6 weeks, hopefully you followed Spirit's advice and you cleared your mind with the chopped wood energy. You did some work. You focused on researching or learning something you've always wanted to learn about or do. And as you took those actions, you freed yourself from energies of chaos and conflict. You start to recognize that your efforts are leading you towards this new adventure, a new adventure. Of course, that's up to you to discover, but I think you'll have an aha moment if you will follow Spirit's advice. Here we go. Look at that, subconsciously. I'm almost looking at 47, like it for the next 47 days. Take that hour or two each day to write, draw, paint, do photography, pottery, poetry, eat, exercise, sing, dance, do something, but go the distance. Do not give up. Those who cherish themselves at this time, the light of their truth, the fact that they are a star no matter what they do. Spirit is going to bring abundance. But overthinking and over worrying will block you from going the distance to achieving a successful new chapter because you took the time to discover within. So there is some healing here, day to day, mending. Remain poised as you heal. It's time for all of us collectively to free ourselves from toxic connection circumstances, situations, because it's a time to transform and create a new adventure, a new direction. So those of us who know where we're going, we're going to know by the beginning of the year for sure, maybe even by the second half. I don't even know, maybe in December. It's just the beginning. Let's keep going. In your inner strength position, Spirit's giving you the strength, Genevieve, to hang in there. They're listening to the prayers you are making, and they are watching the action steps you are taking day to day. Therefore, as you remain poised and sit in the here and now, as you observe and research something that interests you, eventually you're going to have a bit of an aha moment emotionally with the surprise energy and the emotional aspects position collectively. That Spirit has led you to an idea, circumstance, situation where you can get excited about a new direction in your life. So they're saying, sit in the here and now. Think about what you want to create for the next chapter of your life and go the distance when it comes to researching, right? Spirit's giving the collective in the inner strengths position the Fool, but this is the Green Man. He looks at different paths and plans that journey before he steps into that direction. And as he steps into different directions, he comes to the realization that one path just started to open up and grow and bloom and prosper. Divine timing is Spirit's way of saying, we will help for you to go the distance, to figure out this adventure in a new chapter where you can start to get enthusiastic again and free yourself from some form of conflict. Maybe you've been conflicted about the area of money, or maybe it's just a connection to someone that's gone a little bit stale. All right, so in a 3-card summary, Genevieve, we've got the next couple weeks being represented by all that glitters is not gold. Sit in the here and now and remain poised, because once the gold blows off and the mask comes off, someone may, or a situation may not be what you thought it was. So it could be that you're trying one idea, like I started with oil painting, then went to photography, pottery, poetry. All that matters really is that you understand that as you try different things working in your home, as you give thanks to Spirit for a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and the ability to create something, Spirit's going to give you a leg up. There is something here about a faded connection, and then there's no communication, waiting on communication, contemplating who's my tribe, who are my peeps. And then we have transformation again here. So as you are creating a way to help others, to ground yourself, to observe as you heal in some way. They're going through this regeneration, right? This spiritual transformation, and you're going to start to recognize signs and synchronicities. You're going to come into connection with a soul person. This could be a friend. This could be someone who teaches a class. This could be someone who purchases something from you and is a client because you've been applying your imagination. There will be a deep knowing that you sat there feeling as though with the yin energies, as though your cup was empty. But now that you have created some form of new habits, goals, and intentions, you're going to start to recognize that the honey energies, the milk and honey energies are going to flow beautifully for you. As you look at a new path, a doorway is going to open, and so will a new life that is blessed. As soon as the next 3-4 weeks. Now, it may take into the next 4 to 6 weeks but you're going to suddenly realize, not suddenly, it's like slowly but surely with the truth be told energies, you're recognizing that an old path no longer serves you, but that now you can take all that wisdom you've obtained with the owl energy, put on a new mask, and breathe. As you fly into a new direction towards a new adventure, you can breathe. Not only can you breathe, but you're going to feel emotionally balanced and will be able to co-create with spirit and let go of whoever may not be for you, whatever that's about. So thank you for the donation, Joy. Hello, Julie. Thank you for the donation. Yes, we all need to focus on positivity because it will affect the collective energy. So even if there's just a few of us and we're meeting and we're talking about positive energy and we're helping to lift each other up, that adds quite a bit. If not to the major collective, but definitely to those of us who come here to these readings. I have seen amazing things happen. Right, Julie? All right. So, Joy, what is your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and a question or concern that you may have? Hi, Waterfish. Okay. Store manager, my new position. I realize I really like, oh, okay. All right, Joy, Aries. And do you just want a general reading, Joy, or do you have a question? General reading. Sorry, just found it. Aries. Okay. So for Joy, jump for Joy. We have The Enchanted Map Deck by Colette Baron Reed. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Joy with clearly defined messages regarding Joy's life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so you're being guided in the next week and a half or 2 with the sacred pool energies to kind of take some time to go to the sacred pool, to look at the reflection of the child within you and to think about what it is that makes you special. Yeah, because it appears in your thoughts position like you've got all kinds of details, too many things going on, and Spirit's trying to give you this magnifying glass so that you can find some clarity here. So this is about going within and praying to Spirit for signs and synchronicities, and then having faith that as you watch TV, listen to the radio, or people walking by, that eventually you're going to hear something that has to do with, I haven't thought about doing that for a long time. I'm going to go get those supplies and I'm going to practice that so that I can get back in touch with what I truly enjoy, who I truly am. Now, in the relationship sector, you do have the Dragon's Lair energy. So this is about Spirit saying you may be feeling kind of stuck or trapped in your home. Interesting. In the midst of some form of misfortunate surprise with the universe and nature, right? You are where you were meant to be, and you're very protected in the relationship sector. Creatively, yeah, you're kind of in this deep frozen energies. I think Spirit is actually putting you into this deep freeze energies, or is helping you to come out of that. In other words, it's a time to stop, to think, and to push beyond negative thinking, to help others or yourself. Step into stillness and say, how can I help others? Step into stillness and say, who was I meant to be as a child? What is it I always wanted to do? How can I take some quiet time in the next 3 weeks and find clarity as I work on something in my own home and circumstances? Yeah, look at it. As you slowly but surely come up with ideas and try new things, you're going to start to, in your actions position, by the 4th week from now, starting to kind of go with the flow. Like, I really enjoy doing this, and I kind of really enjoy doing that. So I'm thinking you might come up with an idea or 2 by the 4th week from now. And emotionally, you may be signing on the dotted line, coming into commitment, partnership, or contract with like a YouTube channel, an Etsy channel, because you are embarking on a new adventure. So it's time, you have a lot of time here in the next month, month and a half or 2 to pray to Spirit, watch for signs, and get back in touch with who you've always wanted to be, what you've always wanted to learn about. Now, I am seeing commitment. This could be like writing a love story. This could be coming into contract to market a product online and then being very surprised once you signed on that dotted line and put, what you're creating out there to the world. You start to feel very received. Well received is what I'm hearing emotionally by the 5th or 6th week from now. So subconsciously, look at that with the bone collector energies. They're like, it's time to go and get those supplies. It's time to put the time and effort in day to day, right? Cause and effect. The more effort you put in, so too shall you receive abundance. Make a commitment, go with the flow, and then practice, wait, and observe until you have clarity of mind. Day to day, you have learning. So see, through music, wanting to play with music, write music, learn how to play an instrument, sing, get one of those free trial singing platform software. It's a time of learning. So Spirit, as you try different things, is going to bring you signs and synchronicities as to what you will eventually decide to come into commitment with. Because 3 is Spirit guiding you, and the number 36 here emotionally. And 6 is about success. Coming to an end with 3 plus 6 is 9, because you realize that as you tried something, not only did it take your mind off of the things outside of yourself, but the successful reaction brings the energies of cherishing yourself. So it's definitely a time to go out and get some supplies and learn new things, watch a YouTube channel, or teach others in some way. For in your inner strengths position, if you follow Spirit's advice, that's interesting. I already laid a card in the inner strengths position. As you set your goals and intentions, so too will Spirit open up a new path for you. Maybe 2 new paths, 2 new ideas. The owl, again, in the inner strengths position is representing your wisdom, and the egg is representing your goals and intentions. So continue to take action, to plan what it is that you know deep down inside has something to do with your soul's purpose. I feel like if you haven't seen signs and synchronicities, Spirit's saying go deep. This is going deep for like 3 weeks. Listen to the signs Spirit's bringing you. You may even receive an odd piece of communication, letter, paperwork that comes, and then you're going to kind of go, oh, I do want to come into commitment partnership, or I do want to take this class virtually, or I do want to learn that, or, I can do that too. Maybe I can teach, create, and market something myself. Yeah, see, you're going to start flying high because you have this spark, this shocking realization that, hey, I can do something from my home, and or I can educate myself, learn something new, and come apart from one connection and commit to a new direction or connection by the 6th week from now. Now, this could take a couple months is what I'm feeling. It all comes down to if you take action, right? So it's all about sitting in solitude for the next month or 2 while maintaining balance, right? Once we know what we're working on or towards day to day, and what we're, putting time and effort into day to day, eventually we realize that, hey, I am where I'm supposed to be with the spirit of place energy, and your bright light, your efforts, and what brings you enthusiasm is going to draw someone to you. I'm getting now by around the 8th of January of 2021, coming together, making a commitment, stepping into the unknown, realizing that things were slowed down because maybe you weren't ready. You were fearful of a wish come true. But now, after doing something for a period of time, you're starting to feel joy from an idea. So coming into commitment and partnership. So let's go ahead and close with the overall energy from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Set those intentions, listen to Spirit, continue to create. You are where you're meant to be. You're safe. in relation to another or others right now, it's time to think positively, ride the wave, and come into commitment or partnership with others regarding what it is you want to manifest. Set those intentions and work towards them each day, but work towards them in a way where you're just balanced and content and enjoying it. Whether something brings a profit or not, we want to find peace and joy and happiness in our gifts and talents and skills first, and then we'll be able to share them with another or others. It's interesting because you might share just one example and someone wants to buy what you're selling. So there's so much going on right now with the 8 of action. It's happening for a lot of people. You may start to feel kind of overwhelmed as soon as you start doing something, marketing something, creating something. But you're really going to love what it is you're doing, Spirit's saying, if you'll follow Spirit's advice. So express gratitude, very important, for the blessings that are of heaven that are taking up your life, even if it feels like things are a bit challenging. If you're asked to travel or take a flight, do so with confidence. So there's a process of learning here. And then right behind that, we have an organization. So creating an organization, joining with an organization, trying to figure out what action steps to take. And then heaven opens its loving arms and pours down abundance upon you. Whatever you want to do, you will be successful. Your thoughts create your reality. So what do you want your reality to be? All right, Julie. First of all, I'm so excited, Julie, about the information, the update that you gave me. Congratulations on all of that. So the question now is, store manager at my new position. Who's the store manager at my new position at the museum? I realize my boss, who I really like, surprised her with really interesting. Okay. And Julie says general as well. Let's take a look at the whole thing, the whole shebang, right, Julie? All right, here we go. For Julie, I'm being guided to the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Julie with clearly defined messages regarding Julie's life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through the next 2 to 4 weeks. Oh my. Card number 1, envy. So we do, like I said, have collectively an energy of opposition, indecision. The advice is to continue to be noble, brave, and strong. Continue to offer your services in the highest, best way. We have the number 20 here. So Spirit is talking to Julie about a new path. And that with the 0, there's still some planning yet to come. There are still going to be changes made. Things haven't settled all the way, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so in the thoughts position for the next couple weeks, wow, you're wanting to say something, right? With the 5th chakra, is it? Yes. Archangel Chamuel. So it's about going with the flow, trusting in the universe, having faith in prayer, saying, please bless me with the highest, best outcome to these circumstances. And then just go with the flow of the universe. For we have the 4 of Wands for the collective in the thoughts position of developing a solid and contented foundation, even a reason to celebrate work, business, family, whatever. But some are letting stubbornness get in the way. So this is really about walking our highest path. Even if there's something you want to say, there may come, it may be important, even though, it's important to communicate what you would like, but to be careful of the constancy energies. It's like there's a little bit of stubbornness inside there that could slow things from moving. And in the relationship, I see this is why I think they're saying be careful of what you say. And I think you really want to say something. But in relation to another or others, I'm getting by the 28th of December of 2020, there will be victory. See, in relation to others, there have been secrets. Has been misfortune. But in your case, you're going to be feeling what Spirit wants the collective to feel, and that's that I have risen above with grace. I held back when it came to what I wanted to say, but I trusted that I would rise above because Spirit would help to bring me into the path of highest victory in the highest, best way. So day to day, for the next 3 weeks, you may be feeling energies of anxiety. Actually, you are because it's here, but Spirit was speaking for the collective, saying, be careful of the energies of the Five of Swords. This is about indecision regarding how to communicate, what you want to communicate. And they always want me to read this one part here. Five of Swords. And I had it saved. Accept limitations. Make an honest assessment of exactly what is possible before you proceed. Yeah, this is when someone is afraid to act and there is negative thinking. That's what's going to be causing anxiety. So Spirit is saying step into stillness and continue to help heal others. Continue to work on something that grounds you, like meditation, exercising, whatever it is for you, so that you can sit still without energies of anxiety. For Spirit is helping for the collective to mend bridges, to heal rifts. So, in your creative aspects, nope, that was anxiety. In your actions position, see? Look at that. So, as you continue to take action in the highest, best way and step into stillness and calm those energies of anxiety, Spirit is saying at some point by the 4th or 5th week from now, you will have recognized that things have gone full circle, that bridges have healed. There's been transformation, and transformation regarding money. So we have the 28th, the 29th. Now, a portal's opening up here. So I feel like there's going to be major change. I don't know if you're going to move on into a new direction or into a different position, but I almost feel like there's going to be some form of something opens up for you with money, and then you will be able to bring an end to inner disruption, that anxiety. So emotionally, oh my, Julie, this keeps trying to pop up in your readings. We do have the door to romance. It's funny because I see that you are embarking on new adventures, going towards new ideas. I think you might be surprised that somebody tried to fix something in this situation to make a situation better. If you did speak of it, of course, speak kindly to maintain that positive juju and say, I was really hoping that I could make this amount of money because of the efforts I'm putting in. I know we talked a little bit about that. I feel like you're going to be surprised as you are working on your ideas and something turns in your favor. Now, be it a romantic connection, it's number 33. So you are in the path you were meant to be. And I think eventually you're going to be able to move forward by maybe the 5th or 6th week from now, knowing that you can move forward still in this path successfully. Because you are cherishing yourself. You know your worth. And the only thing that's going to block your worth from transpiring for you is this overthinking and anxiety. Okay, so subconsciously, you're feeling or are thinking that someone's being deceptive. All right, let's go forward a little bit more and then I'll reiterate. Day to day, we have happy families. So really it's about working, going deeper to try and heal rifts. I do feel like your throat chakra is going to be lit up. I do feel like it's important to have a conversation so that things can flow easily. If you're feeling stubborn, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling frustrated or like someone can't be trusted here, you need to speak to someone about your truth. Cherish yourself enough to push beyond someone's deception and to know that as you walk in beauty and grace, you will rise above this situation and you will be able to celebrate some form of victory. A new portal of sorts will open up. Just continue to do this in the inner strengths position collectively. Take action. Enthusiastically embrace your life's boundless possibilities, for things are just being created right now. And look at that. In your inner strengths position, Spirit's saying it's time to strategize. It is time to continue to come up with beautiful ideas as to how people can work together to manifest the highest, best outcome for the collective. To not feel defeated, anxious, or fearful, or even envious of another, but to instead speak your truth and then leave the ball in their court, move forward, because new adventures are opening up. So yeah, I think they're saying definitely strategize some form of communication, get whatever is on your mind off your mind, and then go with the flow and trust that eventually you will, and this whole situation will rise above. I feel like you'll rise above because you're acting and communicating with grace of what you don't agree with and what you feel you deserve, right? You're cherishing yourself. So after you communicate that, free yourself from energies of anxiety, step into silence, and continue to put effort into what you love to do. Because when it is good, God will bless it. And I do feel like not only will a doorway open to you, that's a new adventure. I don't know if it's going to be a new idea with work or it's going to be a completely different direction. Maybe it's Scorsese. Anyway, look deep within. And at some point, a communication is going to come where you're going to look at, is this my happy family? Are these my peeps? Or are they? Who should I sacrifice? Because I stepped into stillness and I strategized and I thought things through. You may be bringing an end to this path because something more fun comes your way around maybe the 4th of January of 2021. So I'm going to close with an overall message with the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Thanks so much for the thumbs up, guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. Will she and I be able to do this together? Well, let's take a yes, no answer on that. Where did I put my yes, no deck? I think that you are led to be an example for this person at this time. You can rise above this. You can speak kindly. You can move forward in a happy way. And you may start to recognize that this person, maybe they're envious and they're being deceptive, but Spirit is, they're just nudging you to continue to mend bridges and keep going until a new doorway opens or until maybe they step out of the way. I don't know. Will they work together well? Wait. Think yes. But in the foundation, it's interesting. We have no with an exclamation mark. Yeah, at some point they're saying in the future, you may be choosing a new direction. There's big, happy changes coming in and you're ready. You may be reconsidering the connection with this person altogether and you're able to forgive and walk away because something new is coming in, some form of communication, the right people, your peeps, something you've been waiting for in the next few weeks. Yeah, you might be letting go and moving instead into the success of some form of abundance elsewhere. We know what that's about. So yeah, you can work with her. That's all that matters. How she responds is her personal journey. And all you can do is observe for now. Yeah, look at, see, because they're saying on the bottom of the deck, Julie, you're standing at the gate of a beautiful garden. Amen. Did we talk about that in the live Zoom cast? Oh my goodness. So if any of you have wanted to attend the live Zoom cast, let me know. I send out an invitation that will give you that link. I do it on Wednesdays at noon at US Central Time. And boy, it is so fun. We talk about the energy. We talk about how it's affecting each of us kind of personally and yet at the same time in different ways. It's been super fun. All right, so I'm going to put those away. You're very welcome, Julie. I'm going to close for an overall message for Julie for the first half of December of 2020. Spiritual messages and or guidance, or the description of the energies surrounding Julie during the first half of December of 2020. So 5 of abundance, conflicted regarding money. There are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is only temporary, like I thought. This may not be a time to become self-employed. Right now, it's time to be patient. Why? Because something's going to come in quickly and or unexpectedly with the 8 of action, which is happening a lot for the collectively. And then you go into the 5 of action energies of, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to now assert myself and be confident and stand up for myself and defend my position. I can excuse myself from those who cause drama in my life. I don't want drama. Instead, with the 6 of abundance energies, I know that as I walk in my highest best good and in the highest best good of those around me, that the 6 of abundance angel is showing up, that heaven is opening its loving arms and is going to pour abundance into my life. The unexpected gifts or gift is on its way. Accept it with gratitude. That you'll have a chance to return the generosity by giving to others in the future. Consider volunteering for a charitable organization. So basically, it's how you handle the situation right now, which is interesting in your current circumstances, is how the outcome's going to be in the future, either with this person. They may bring a situation to an end and or as you mend things as best as you can, you move on into a path of something new. I just saw the ace of thoughts, so an ace of victory, success, something you've been waiting for, something you've been planning for. Eventually, you're going to be able to take action, and you might have to kind of put this situation off to go into the direction of something else, which is so cool. So let me know. Hello, Myth. My work situation has not been good. Have an interview coming up after a really long time. Will this job be beneficial for me? All right. So like Irene, thank you for the donation. Irene, whoop, whoop. I am offering 1 question readings for a minimum of a $10 donation only during this live video podcast. So click on the little $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question or concern. And then I will translate the spiritual messages for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'm feeling really good energy. Diplomacy moves the wheel of fortune in our favor. It's time for deep thought so we can come out of delusion, to manifest our truth in the area of money and to reflect on what we will dedicate ourselves to. Cool. All right, so Irene, thank you again for the donation. I will be meeting a FaceTime regarding a very important decision. This has been anxious. How is this going to go? Sun, Sag, Moon, Pisces. Oh my. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. I'm being guided to the Osha Zen Tarot deck. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Irene with clearly defined messages regarding Irene's life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay. So, During the next week, we have the number 4 of Swords. So something you feel has been postponed, maybe you're fearing it's going to be postponed. You've been putting a lot of time and effort in, and now you're hoping that eventually you'll be able to move towards some form of communication here. In the thoughts position, in the next couple weeks, you go from the 4 of Swords to the 6 of Swords, feeling very burdened. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Are these the people I'm supposed to work with? Is this what I've been waiting for? In the relationship sector to another or others, we have the 10 of Wands, feeling very suppressed, feeling very stressed in relation to another or others. By the next 2.5 weeks. By the 3rd week, you have the 5 of Swords. Oh my goodness. So this is conflict about communication. Right now, I'm getting those downloads of regardless of what happens, it's important that you create something day to day so you can take your mind off of that and start to manifest drawing, painting, writing, singing, dancing, exercising, learning, researching, teaching, doing something for yourself. A lot of times we're looking in a direction thinking we have to do what we have to do and that there's nothing we can do because it's all controlled by people outside of ourselves, right? Well, now it's the time for us to step into the stillness and think about what you're good at, what you've always wanted to learn about or do, where you can create something from home, market it online, and create your own abundance. So in your actions position, if you follow Spirit's advice and you start working on an idea or two for maybe an hour or two each evening, or whenever you're watching TV, shut off the TV, light a candle, play soft music, and write, draw, paint, do photography, pottery, poetry. For if you do, you will receive some form of positive communication. This is going to be, I'm getting around the 13th of January of 2021. Emotionally, you will then start to feel the courage to embark on an adventure, to go into the direction of a financial path that will grow and prosper. Subconsciously, it's about recognizing and cherishing yourself. Who were you meant to be when you were born? What was it you were meant to discover within yourself? What is it that you can do or help with or create that brings you those energies of a happily ever after? For right now, Spirit's saying it's important to find contentment in the ordinary day to day, as things are going to be postponed for a reason. Communication will come almost like as soon as you start creating something in your own personal journey, doing something that you like to do, that's when the communication shows up, which actually puts you in the 5 of Swords energies of trying to compare what you've been thinking about doing and a job offer. So I am getting an offer. I'm getting now maybe I got 4, 5, 6. Waiting, comparing, feeling burdened in your thoughts. Feeling suppressed or stressed when instead Spirit's saying you could create a traditional business by doing what you love. If you try that and you share it with others, you will receive positive feedback, and that feedback will give you the courage to maybe push beyond the burden of working for another or others. Wow. So in your inner strengths position, they're giving you the Queen of Wands energies to set goals and meet goals, to manifest new ideas, to practice, to learn, to teach something, so that every day you're excited about getting up and working on what you can create in your own ordinary life path. Something is being postponed so that you'll find the courage in the moments of silence and stillness. so that you can bring an end to maybe looking for the path outside you, another human being to serve you, and instead take action to serve yourself. So it's a great time to start a small business, market a product, do something you like to do, to see what it is that will take that stress away. Yeah, so I see, a shocking realization, and then we have change. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so they're saying as long as you use the temperance angel energies in the next couple weeks here to just balance yourself out, know what your goals and intentions are that you're working on or towards each day. That is what's going to help you to be assisted spiritually to the manifestation of a solid foundation in your life. Messed up thoughts, letting go, not putting in enough energy, maybe fearing that someone else is not putting in enough energy, but coming up with new possibilities, new ideas, new directions that are going to bring you great financial independence. There's a transformation here, a rebirth here. You are suddenly deciding what it is you are passionate about, and Spirit's going to help you to make a wish come true. Here you are still a little bit stressed in the area of career and finance by the 3rd week from now, but Spirit is helping you to really get in touch with yourself, what you're good at, what you want to learn, what you've always wanted to do. They're going to help you to make the highest, best decisions when you're feeling stressed. You don't have to travel physically into the direction of another and work elsewhere. You could use your imagination here, and you could project what you want to create right from your own home. Yeah. And then you have a healing breakthrough. You will be receiving maybe communication from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is you. You're going to be sharing information that you are healing because you came up with a really cool idea. It's giving you a lot of strength and courage. You're recognizing your truth, what victory means to you. And it's bringing you out of indecision about what arm, leg action should I take? Will I fail? You're going to be able to free your mind from messed up thoughts, worries, fears, guilt of the way things used to be, and celebrate the way things can now be. As you sit in aloneness with the hermit energy, Spirit's telling you that you're going to be able to come into an awareness of some form of success. There is a path you are meant to be walking, but you have locked yourself out from walking in the journey of who you were meant to be. So it's time to be patient, to turn inward, to try maybe 3-4 different ideas until you recognize what it is you are wishing for. A lot of playful energy. Someone is seeing that light evolve from you or come off of you because you are getting excited about a new direction. And Spirit's going to give you the courage to keep going. It's time for you to create something traditional. So to close, I'm going to bring in the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Overall energy, please, surrounding Irene. Representing the energy surrounding Irene during the first half of December of 2020. So it's a time of intuition and insight. This is a lot for the collective. It's time to recognize how far you have come, what you've learned, and how you can now rise above into something better, into something more fulfilling. So the card says, your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now. You can trust your guidance to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others, and don't allow fear or worry to guide your way. it may be best to keep your secrets to yourself for now. So maybe by the 4th week from now, you've already started to create something that you're marketing online that you enjoy doing, and then an offer comes in and you're like, I guess I'll kind of work on what I'm doing on the side and then go to this job. But I think eventually you're going to figure out your purpose. So yeah, we have the 6 of thought energy. After obtaining intuition and insight, you have the 6 of thought. Peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms pass, and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will fade away, and you will be able to allow for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. I'm feeling like this is more virtually connecting with others, maybe at a distance. And the guardian of thought is coming in right behind that, who says you may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you will do brilliantly. Or go to a mentor and a mentor can help guide you. Yeah, out with the old and in with the new. So thinking that you have to work for someone in the world around you as opposed to for your own self is something Spirit wants you to consider. There's something within you where you can help others by speaking to others, by guiding others in some way. That is what you're supposed to be going towards. So that's why if another offer doesn't work out, it's because it isn't supposed to. Don't give up, but also do something that grounds you. Type into YouTube anything you've always wanted to learn about or do, and I guarantee that there's a person on there who's doing it, because we are all rising into the stars we were meant to be. There won't be a certain singer, actor that's at the top, but there's going to be all of us celebrating the light of ourselves with another and to each other. Yeah, look at that. When I was talking about that, we have politics, and that is a card of self-destruction. When things outside of us start to self-destruct, we have to be firm inside ourselves as to how we're going to maintain. And that's a big part of what Spirit's trying to guide the collective to do. Okay, so, hey, Chavi. Voices speak in my head. Oh, no. Let's see. Okay. And I got Julie and I got Joy. Okay, so just to reiterate, it's a time to stand firm, noble and strong, to create a service or connect with a service that we enjoy, so that we can come out of opposition, indecision, a stalemate situation. For Spirit, it wants us to free ourselves from stubborn energies, whether that's someone around us or something within us. It's time to develop a solid foundation, even though in relation to another or others, there has been the realization of some form of misfortune, like disease. So Spirit is guiding the collective to rise above, especially in relationships to another or others. Rise into the people, places, circumstances that really truly fulfill you day to day. For now is the time. It's not a time to go and work and do something we don't enjoy. It is the time to cherish ourselves and to create a tradition where we know what we want to manifest for the long term. It is time creatively to let go of negative thinking and to step into stillness. Hold on. Okay. I am so sorry about that. I had to sign for a new computer or else they weren't going to give it to me. All right. So if there are bridges that need to be mended, now is the time. It is also a time of a major transformation for people to see that if they can take any form of action, that their thoughts will create their reality. It is the time to plan that reality. As we sit in a moment of pause before things really get going, it's time to look deeper and to figure out, what is it that I can sacrifice? Indecision, negative thinking, and misfortune of things around me. I know now that I can mend bridges and free myself from anyone or anything unhealthy. I know now that as I embark on a new adventure, collectively, people are going to be receiving new offers and opportunities that will grow and prosper, especially if they follow their creativity, start a new business, and so on. There's going to be a surprise here for many where a wish comes true and money comes tumbling in with the 10 of discs we saw earlier. So it's about rising above where we used to be and cherishing ourselves where maybe we used to not before. So there's a moment of pause here, and then boom, it's going to be time to take action. And Spirit is giving the collective the ability to take action when surprising messages come. Remember to give thanks to Spirit. So, I guess I'll bring in a closing message from the collective, or for the collective, or for those whom have attended today. And again, thank you so much for your donations, for the time that you take to spend with me. I know it's hard to find this time. For your patience. Our thoughts are becoming our realities. So dream the biggest dream. And trust that as we move forward with a balanced heart, as we manifest by discovering our skill sets, we can move forward from old difficulties or communications and instead allow the wheel of fortune to bring us out of delusion and into the stability we desire. In some cases, there will be a moment of rivalry, but right behind that, if we handle situations in a mending and healing way, a new adventure is opening up for a lot of people. And I know some that it already has. All right, so closing message regarding those whom have attended today during the next month of December of 2020. Closing messages, please. Spiritual teacher. It's ironic that a lot of spiritual businesses are starting to evolve and that people are actually wanting to go connect with someone who has a spiritual gift, who can help to free them from stubborn, negative, stalemate, misfortune. The card says, there are great rewards in spending time alone, right? Because then we can step into the stillness, and day to day, we can look deeper and recognize the magical radiance within us. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you, like I talked about earlier. Shine your light as an example for others to follow, for you will be the ones who are remembered. Seek out a spiritual mentor or be one yourself. If your life feels unfulfilled right now, it's time to rise above, cherish yourself, take action, mend bridges, and embark on a new adventure where Spirit is trying to guide you. There's deep, new, meaningful things that are going to happen. And I think collectively we're going to rise above this misfortunate time and be able to look back at what we learned, be able to move forward in a more confident manner to obtain what we truly desire within. And it's a bit of a journey, but no better time than the present. So thank you again for stopping by. Thank you guys for your likes, shares, your subscribes, and your donations. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. Take care and God bless.